assembled, I would suggest that we sit at the table.
Yes, a little minute.
Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Van Ness. Mrs. Van Ness.
I just came in to congratulate Mrs. Morris and you, Mr. Abel.
I have a little sweet wine for you, Mrs. Van Ness.
Thank you. This is my idea of genuine maturity, Mrs. Morris and you.
Mrs. Van Ness.
You can't keep secrets.
Mrs. Van Ness.
William gave it all away when he took the bulldozer to school and said his father gave it to him.
Yes, I did.
I'm just so pleased the way everything has turned out. How did you accomplish it, Mrs. Goldberg?
What was the great accomplishment, Molly?
Why, you were on the brink of making a terrible error, Mr. Abel. And you can thank your very good friend, Mrs. Goldberg, for coming to your rescue.
My guests are ready to sit on the table, Mrs. Van Ness. Debbie, come and sit.
And I'm so happy for you, Debbie. I knew the night I saw you and Mr. Gordon at the stadium concert.
Mrs. Van Ness.
I don't understand any of this. Will someone please explain it to me?
Molly, what is this?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't say anything I shouldn't have. Mrs. Van Nest, I think we'd better go. Come, William.
Have you anything to say to me, Debbie?
There's nothing to say, Oliver.
Debbie.
I don't want to talk to you either.
Why don't you tell me if she won't?
Well, you may as well know it. I'm in love with Debbie.
Please, Mr. Gordon.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Goldberg.
This convinces me that you are my very good friend. Thank you very much. Thank you for your accomplishment, for arranging everything so neatly, and for doing it all behind my back. For all these things, Molly, thank you very much. Where's my hat?
Alexander, please.
That Debbie should fall in love with a younger man, that I can understand. But what you did, Molly, that I'll never forgive. I'm sorry, Jake. You can thank Molly, too.
Why was this kept from me? Molly, I'm talking. Why was this kept from me?
Time to light the candles, Jake.
I asked a question. Molly, I asked a question.
It's the Sabbath, Jake.
When that door closed, everything went with it.
Not everything, Jake. Mine head is trumping. Oh, such a grow-grain headache I never had.
Migraine, Ma.
Huh?
Migraine.
Migraine. So that'd be like you said, Rosalie.
Sit, Molly. You want an aspirin?
What'll an aspirin do for me?
Mama, darling, it wasn't your fault. With or without you, love would have found a way, Ma.
Pearls from a child's mouth.
Pearls. Alexander said we're not friends anymore. Poor Jake. His mental capacity I wouldn't want now either.
Do you want me to call Debbie at her aunt's house to see if she heard from Alex?
No, David, please.
Mama, darling, I decided I'm not going to camp.
Rosalie, you're all packed and labeled. Rosalie, I'm walking around with a headache for 3 days. Don't make me a bigger one. You're going to camp.
But Papa didn't pay the bill yet, Ma. And besides, I don't want to go. I wouldn't enjoy it. So many people are staying home this summer, Ma. They're not going on vacation. And it'll be a wonderful season for babysitting. And besides, Mama, darling, you'll miss me.
This year you're going to camp, Rosalie. Next year you'll babysit.
You, Mrs. Goldberg!
Take the yoo-hoo, David.
Yes?
Is Mrs. Goldberg going to music appreciation tonight?
You're going to appreciate tonight, Molly?
David, don't mention appreciation to me, please.
Hello? Yeah, yeah. It's Mrs. Mendel. Shall I hang?
No, I'll take it. Hello? Yes, Mrs. Mendel? Yeah. Yeah. But... So... Insulted me.
Hello, Papa, darling.
Jay?
Hi, Pa.
Evening. Yeah.
Did you hear anything?
There's a rumor that Alexander is giving up the whole chain idea. He was having lunch with J.J. Stein and Son, and they may be taking all the leases off his hands.
What am I going to do?
You're over your head, Goldberg. Darling, don't cry, Puppies.
I'm stuck with a 3 years lease and a rental I'll never be able to meet. I'll get finished with the baby already, Dutton. And get a pencil in your hand and figure.
There's nothing to figure, Goldberg. All your assets are liabilities.
Jake.
Don't Jake me. The rope that I have around my neck, you put there, Molly. That's all I want you to know, that's all. Let me sit. And let me sit in silence. Otherwise, everything that's in my heart will ring from one end of this house to the other. Notify your landlord to put out a vacancy sign. 6 rooms available. Bring me a glass of seltzer, somebody.
Samly, get Papa a glass of seltzer.
I don't think there's any left.
There was left.
I drank it.
Right?
There was only a glass left. I didn't know.
What didn't you know? What else has your father got in life?
I can go down and get
Don't
some
go!
more.
Don't get! A boy on the threshold of college sees a bottle of seltzer with 1 glass left. If he had any feeling for his father, wouldn't he say, no, that is for my father like seltzer. But what's a father? A horse and a harness. And that you won't learn in college.
There are a whole lot of other things I won't learn in college because I'm not going.
What?
I'm not going.
Please, not
It has
now.
nothing to do with what happened. It isn't because Papa can't afford it. I just don't want to be pushed, that's all. I'm tired of being nagged. Maybe I don't want to be a doctor. Maybe I don't want to be a lawyer.
So what do you want to be? A failure? Like your father? Molly, I hope you're satisfied.
Jake, where are you going?
Where my eyes will carry me, that's where I'm going.
Stop with the labels, Uncle Dave. Don't.
Sammy. I'm gonna go down to Muckle's candy store and bring Papa some seltzer.
Where are you going, Molly?
Where am I going? Where my feet will carry me, David. That's where I'm going.
I don't want any more advice, Molly, please. I don't need your guiding hand and kind heart. And most of all, I don't need my heart psychoanalyzed by you or your dear friends. And I don't intend to take my heart out and put it on the table and dissect it piece by piece.
Dissect it, Alex. A man of your age should ask his hard questions. So yes.
Molly, I'm busy and I'm packing.
Pack, I'm not telling you not to. I'm only asking you to lend me your ears.
I'm not interested in anything you have to say.
But I'll say it nevertheless. And after I say it, you can open the door and I'll walk out.
I'm opening the door now, Molly.
But I'm not walking, I'm talking. Alex, did you ever know what was good for you? Did you ever have security in your emotions? Never.
Stop talking about things you don't understand.
Alex, for Debbie, this is no marriage. Not because she's younger than you, but because she's a child. And if you married Debbie, for the rest of your life, what would you have? Fair weather love. Oh, yes. This fair weather love like this fair weather friends. Remember that, Alex. Remember that. And if your marriage to Debbie would last beyond a few years, so what would happen?
You tell me.
You'd be an old man while she's still... Yes. Debbie will always be too young for you. She'll compare you with her young friends. She'll see that
I dye my hair and wear shoes with arches. That's what you were going to say, so I said it for you.
Alex, are you the kind of man that wants to live all the years of his life trying to be a boy?
Some men do.
Of course, because it takes wisdom to grow up. There's more to love than loving, Alex. Alex, when I saw you and Mrs. Morris and William going to the circus, and when I heard what William said in the show and tell, Alex, then I knew. It's all right if you open the door for me, Alex. But don't close it for yourself.